Hello everyone. So, in this video we are going to start with the concept of surd. We will understand what is the meaning of surd, why we need surd, how to do the calculations related to surds. Okay. So, let us start with the first one, that is what is the meaning of surd. Okay. When you talk about any rational number or irrational number, when you talk about first rational number, so you see what are the rational numbers, the numbers which are in fraction form, that is 3 by 4 or let us say 3, or the numbers which can be terminating and terminating decimal, like for example 4.2, this is the terminating decimal, or the numbers which are in decimal form which are recurring decimal, for example 4.22, so on. So, this is a recurring decimal 4.22. So, this can be converted to a fraction. So, that is why these numbers are rational numbers, correct. Now, when we talk about irrational numbers, you see here there are different type of rational numbers. For example, root 2 is a irrational number. If you find the value of root 2, this is non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. If you talk about let us say number pi, that is this is an irrational number. If you talk about root 3, this is an irrational number. So, all these numbers are irrational number. Now, just observe this, if you take root 4 for example, and if you take root 2, both are in square root, but root 4 is indirectly equal to 2, square root of 4 is equal to 2, but square root of 2 we cannot simplify this further. So, you can see this is converting to a rational number, but this is an irrational number only. So, this is a surd, but this is not a surd. So, what is a surd? This is basically any root. If root x, nth root of x is an irrational number, is called surd. So, what I am saying is, for example, if you consider this, for example, if you have cube root of 27, or you consider cube root of 9. Now, you see here both are the roots, the cube roots, right, but this is, you can see this is 3. I can simplify because cube root of 27 is 3. But this is, I cannot simplify this further, this is cube root of 9. So, this is an irrational number, this is an irrational number, but this simplified to a rational number, this is a rational number. So, you can say this number is a surd, this number is a surd. Pi is not a surd, pi is also a irrational number, but still this is not a surd because that is not the nth root of number, this is not something root of the number. So, that is why that pi is not a rational number. So, that is what we are saying here, any root, if root x, nth root of x is an irrational number, this is called a surd. That is the meaning of surd. Now, why we need the surd? Because for example, in some calculation you encounter the number root 2. Now, if I want to simplify root 2, I can put the value, like if I want to do the calculation root 2, I can put the value, this is approximately equal to 1.4142. So, but this is an approximate value because this is going to this is a non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. So, it will go and go on, correct. So, for calculations we will not be, we will be using only the approximate value. So, whenever the exact value is required, we use only root 2, we will not use 1.4142 value, okay. So, the surd is an exact value, the surd is an exact value, where whenever we require exact value, we always put the surd value, okay. We will not convert this thing to a decimal, okay. So, I hope this point is clear, what is the meaning of surd and why we need surd. Now, when we deal with the surd, there are some basic rules for calculations, for manipulations, which need to be understood. So, first thing is like what is root m into root m. For example, root m into root m is always equal to m. So, basically it is like this, what is square root of 2 into square root of 2, this is equal to 2 only. What is square root of 3 into square root of 3, this is equal to 3. Now, why this is so? Because we know that if you have, let us say, square root of 3 into square root of 3, basically this is square root I am writing as this is 2 times. Now, what is the meaning of I hope you know how to simplify the exponentials. This is, you can say this is equal to root 3 raised to 1 by 2, this is 3 raised to 1 by 2 raised to 2, which is equal to 3 only. So what is root 3 into root 3? This is equal to 3. So by exponential properties, the indices properties also you can simplify, this is equal to 3. So whenever you multiply root m into root m, this is always equal to m, first point. Okay. Now when you have root m into root m, this is, I can write root mn. So for example, if you have root 2 into root 3, so I can say this is root of 2 into 3, which is equal to root 6. By using this, you can prove the first part also. For example, if you have root 2 and square root of 2, what is this? This is square root of 2 into 2, which is square root of 4, and we know what is square root of 4. Square root of 4 is equal to 2. So that is, what is root 2 into root 2? This is equal to 2. Similarly, if you have, let's say, root 5 into root 10, so I can say this is equal to root 5 into 10, which is root 50. I can simplify this further later, right? Now this is another point which you need to understand. So this is first point which you need to remember, the second point you remember, and the third point is root m divided by root n is equal to root m by n. So for example, you have root 6 divided by root 2. So I can say, what is this? This is equal to square root of 6 divided by 2. What is this? This is square root of 3. What is the value of root 6 by root 2? This is square root of 6 by 2, which is equal to 3. If you have, let's say, square root of 36 divided by square root of 36 divided by square root of 4. So one way you can write this is, what is this? Square root of 36 divided by 4. What is 36 by 4? This is equal to 9. So what is this? This is equal to 3. Otherwise, what you can say is, what is square root of 36? This is equal to 6. And what is the square root of 4? This is equal to 2. And this 6 and 2 cancels. This will become 2. So there are different ways to do the calculations. Okay. So always remember these points here. Now there is one more point you remember while doing the calculations. So for example, if you have root 50, this question, I want to simplify this further. I want to write this in the simplest form. So always remember this, I will try to write this in a square number, because we know, you can just remember this also, if you have square root of x square, this will become x. This is the same thing which we have written here. Okay. So like for example, consider this is root 50, this is 25 into 2. Now can I say this is equal to square root of 25 into square root of 2. So now you see, what is square root of 25 into square root of 2? I have what we have done is, we have written 50 as 25 into 2, which is root 25 into root 2, correct, using this property. Just broken this, right? What is root 25? This is 5. So I will write this is 5 into root 2. So that is the answer for this question. So this is the simplified form of this. For example, if you have root 18, I want to simplify this. So you can say, what is root 18? Root 18 can be written as 9 into 2, square root of 9 into 2. Now what is this? This is square root of 3, square root of 9 into square root of 2. Now what is square root of 9? This is equal to 3 into root 2. So which is written as this, 3 root 2. Okay, this expression is same as this. So even if you don't put multiplication symbol, that is fine. This is 3 root 2. So this is how you simplify square root of any number. This is how you use the surds, like this is how you simplify the surds. So in the next video, we will discuss some more questions on how to simplify the surds. So that's it for this. Thank you. Bye bye.